that you are well and that your glass is half full rather than half empty. Today's talk is on the importance of listening skills. At the end of this talk, I will give you the skills that counsellors use with clients when listening. Do like and leave and share and leave comments. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. We're moving close to the end of the year, where many will socialise more than normally. So you have a chance to practice these skills. If you're meeting someone for the first time, ask open-ended questions and use the speaker's name. Listening is a basic social skill, but it takes practice to do it well. Good listening can make the person more likely to engage in self-disclosure and create a higher sense of interpersonal chemistry. You can undoubtedly sense when you're talking to a good listener. Something about the way the person either looks at you or makes empathic comments allows you to feel comfortable with this individual and therefore more likely to open up further. If this person is a romantic partner, this ability to listen allows you to feel emotionally closer and supported and understood. As much as you may admire and appreciate being in a relationship with a good listener, perhaps you feel that you're not happy with your own listening skills. You've noticed people, including your partner, seem frustrated with your lack of responsiveness to their needs. When you meet people for the first time, the conversation seems to run out of steam almost as soon as it gets started. Co-workers ask you to join them for informal breaks or offline remote chats. Even relatives seem to get bored at family gatherings. They seem to pull away as soon as they can speak to someone else. It's worth sharpening these key aspects of your ability in order to relate well to others. Listening and perceived partner responsiveness from a perspective feedback in turn promotes a variety of positive relationship outcomes. Your partner will feel less anxious and defensive because you reinforce the atmosphere of openness and mutual respect by showing that you hear them. Your partner doesn't have to be afraid of saying anything wrong because you show you won't commit to rush judgment. It's not only close relationships that perceived partners' responsiveness comes into play. You may be talking to someone you've recently met and find that this person may come across from opposite sides of the conversation of the issue that you're talking about, such as COVID-related face masks or vaccine madness. It may infuriate you to hear the person's position. Still, if you allow yourself to listen and show you're listening, you may end up having a conversation with each other that feels respected, even if you ultimately disagree with this person. All of this is well and good, you may think, but what exactly are the markers of a good listener? Can you think of behaviours that signify being understood, validated, cared for by someone you consider a good listener? These qualities fall into two categories of verbal and non-verbal behaviours, as follows along the explanations of each. Verbal, showing that you understand what the person is saying. Reflections, paraphrasing what the other person is saying to show you get the meaning. Open questions. Ask, what don't you have? Yes or no simple answers is not what we're looking for to keep a conversation flowing. Validation. Reinforce the person by indicating or understanding what they're saying. Utterances. Use simple words that encourage the other person to keep speaking, e.g. her, okays. Use the speaker's name to help the person feel more valued by repeating their name at various points in the conversation or when you want to show you hear them. Non-verbal behaviours indicate you're paying attention. Facial expressions allow the face to convey interest, empathy, and curiosity. Head nodding occasionally, not nodding along with the person is saying essentially important parts of the conversation you're paying attention to. Body posture. Orientate your position to show you're paying attention, allowing your body to turn towards the other person. Gazing, maintaining eye contact with the speaker, and don't look distractedly away, and especially don't be looking at your watch. Silence, stay quiet and don't interrupt the other person or seem too eager to break in. How many of these do you feel you naturally use in your interactions with others? Do you feel that some of these are easier to put into place than others? It's pretty easy to nod your head, even easily enough to call a person's name. However, showing that you're not only paying attention, but comprehending may take some practice. How can good listening benefit your relationships? Open-mindedness changes attitudes and less tendency to put on a false front to impress the other person. The effective or emotional changes on a higher level show the other person that you're in touch or in tune and listening to their beliefs, their feelings, and the changes that they're going through. The other person may become more likely to engage and self-disclose on a higher sense of interpersonal chemistry. You know you've clicked with somebody. This list is very, very broad, but it can be put down into a personal level for yourself, what you find works for you. It's not one size fits all, should I say. Showing that you're listening and that you're not bored can take some work out of you, but it's well worth it if you want to engage with people and gain understanding of the situation from the other person's point of view. Allow the speakers to finish their thoughts without interruption. This usually includes a brief periods of silence, such as a few seconds, to show that your attention is focused. Make eye contact, lean towards the speaker when your interest peaks. Share any humor with a smile or other natural responses. Repeat what you've heard to check the accuracy. Use the speaker's exact words when in doubt that you have heard accurately. More often, it is better to paraphrase what you've said. Ask questions as needed when you don't understand what the speaker is trying to communicate, particularly when you're trying to grasp the main point of their statements. Give a short summary to indicate what you've heard and understood, what was said. These are some of the core skills that counsellors use when working with clients. I don't expect you to take it that far, but it's good food for thought. I hope that you found this talk informative, useful, interesting. Do leave comments so we can have a debate. Like, share. Until 2 weeks' time, take care of yourselves. Try to stay positive. Practice your listening skills. Bye for now.